Hey everyone, it is Julia, and today I'm going to do another dorm tour video. This year I am a senior, so I'm going to show you my room. It is a single room and it is an RA room, just so you guys know. Make sure if you want to see more videos, hit that thumbs up button below. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to subscribe because subscribing is pretty cool. Whoa, weird transition, I know. This is future Julia just wanting to tell you guys that in this video at the end, I'm gonna actually explain what an RA is and how I got to live in the dorm you're about to see completely for free. It's basically a job you can have on campus at a lot of colleges in the United States, and I'll talk more about that at the end of this video, so you'll hear from me later, but I hope you enjoy the dorm tour. It is not the cleanest room, but it is pretty clean. Don't judge, okay? Don't be a hater. We'll start off on this side, and this year is the first year I do have a... I just turned the heat off because background sound is bad, okay? I'm a professional YouTuber, not really. This is the first year I had a kitchen in my room, which was really great. I learned how to cook a little better this semester, but I got a full-size refrigerator. I brought the microwave because there was no microwave. Then we have some cabinet space up here. It's really messy. There is some more cabinet space down here. Then of course we have a stove. I think you all know what a stove is, I hope so. And an oven, of course. More cabinet space, more cabinet space. Whoa, fascinating cabinet space. Here is the kitchen table, I guess you could say. You know, now to think of it, we didn't really eat here at all, or ever. I don't know why, we just didn't. So I didn't really use this table, and I don't do homework in my room. I go to the library or I go to Starbucks. So this wasn't really used. This just kind of had clutter on it usually, to be honest with you. Okay, now let's move on over to the bedroom part of the room. This is the desk I have over here, and again, I didn't do too much homework here just because I can't focus in my room. It gets boring, and since I don't have a roommate, I like to go study with other people and just keep it fun that way. I think you learn better when you guys can have small talk too. Obviously, desk space in the drawers. These kind of became drunk drawers. There's just, did I say that right? I did this.
Junk.
Oh, I think I keep saying
not
drunk.
drunk.
Not drunk drawers, no, junk drawers. I did that in the video last year too. I don't know why I can't say it. I have a California Republic flag, just like I had in my video last year because I like California. Moving on over here, I have this tapestry. I just got it off of Amazon because it was a really good deal. I think it was $15 or something like that. You can't beat that. And then a coffee table. Usually if I did do homework here, I would sit here and do it, but that didn't happen too much because the Wi-Fi is really bad, to be honest. Just in this exact spot, and in this dorm it's bad. Everywhere else it's okay. But here, I couldn't do any homework because it didn't work. But when it did work, I would do homework here or watch YouTube videos here. Some of you guys want to know who I watch. I don't really watch too many YouTubers. I guess I watched Tanner Brungart. I'm blanking. I watch other people too, but I really didn't have too much time to watch YouTube videos, and when you guys go to college, if you're not there yet, you'll find that out too. But you should still watch mine, of course. Couch, and luckily this couch came with the room, so if you're in this dorm or a dorm like it, then you'll get a couch. This chair is really comfy. We bought this chair for I think 40 bucks or maybe a little less from Target. I recommend getting a chair like that wherever you go to college, whatever dorm you're in, because you know you could always use a good chair. Now we're gonna look at the carpet. The good thing is I got this carpet for free. Somebody was moving out and they were about to throw it away, and it was a freshman, so it was barely used, and I was like, hey, I'll take that carpet, and that's how I got that, and it's probably worth 30 bucks or something, so works for me. This smaller carpet I have had since freshman year, and it has definitely gotten its use. Now we're at the bed. I mean, not much to say. That is a poster that I know is crooked. I'm gonna hear comments about it, and that is just Volkswagen, I guess, from California. Again, I like California. Here's the view. I really like the view of my room this year. I just didn't like how the sun would wake me up every morning. The bad part was I would be asleep and then the sun rises at about 6:30 a.m. So I would sometimes just wake up when the sun comes up, and then other times there is construction going on, and so I'd wake up to and it'd be some type of crane moving stuff around. But I actually did get used to the sunlight. I almost bought a curtain. I'm kind of glad I didn't because now I'm up early. I'm kind of a morning person now, which I was not freshman year, so that has been probably one of the biggest changes. I have a lot of storage space under the bed here, and these drawers came with the room and everything. This is just a box of a mini fridge from last year. And right here I do have a closet. It's not that big, but it did fit what I needed it to fit, and I'll show you guys that later once I clean it up a bit. Messy. I have some hats here, and then the bathroom is here too, and again I will show you guys that later. I hope you guys like that dorm tour. By the time you see this video, I won't be in this room anymore, so you can't come find me or anything. That's probably a good thing. Hi again. Okay, so now that you saw the dorm tour, I hope you liked it. I'm going to talk a little bit about what being an RA means and how to become an RA, and basically how to get free housing, because that's probably what you care about the most if we're being real here. And see, I couldn't put this in my video last year because I was still in RA and now I'm not, and I will explain what I'm doing now probably in my next video. So stay tuned. RA stands for Resident Assistant, and it's basically a student who lives on campus on a certain floor in a dorm, and you're kind of, I guess, the leader of that floor. You're supposed to look out for everyone and make sure everyone is doing okay, but you're also supposed to enforce policies that you probably won't agree with, and I'll get into that. You're deciding if you want to be an RA or not. You have to look at the pros and the cons, and we'll start off with the pros. The number one pro is obviously free housing. At some other colleges, they give you the meal plan and the housing for free. It just depends on the college you go to. Obviously, that is not the only reason you should become an RA. If that is your only reason, that is not a very good reason, but I will give you that. I mean, obviously it's helpful. Another really good thing is you really do get to meet the people on your floor, and you might become really good friends with them. I know I became good friends with some of the freshmen that were on my floor when I was a junior. You'll get to meet people and hopefully help them out, be there if there are any problems. And so that experience, you know, it's a good personal experience, and then also it does look good on a resume as leadership. Now that you know the pros, you're probably thinking, okay, sounds great, let's do it. But I do want to get into the cons, because believe me, there are a lot of cons. The number one con is just time commitment. You have to host programs, which are events, and they're supposed to be educational. For an example, one thing I did was pancakes and positivity. And so on a Monday night at 9 p.m., I made pancakes, and people from the floor came, they talked to each other. I think they wanted us to do almost 3 separate events, 2 or 3 a month, and I mean, that is a lot. You also have weekly staff meetings, and sometimes they can be an hour long and they're really late at night. So for us, we did them on Wednesdays or Tuesdays at 10 p.m. And another thing is you have to have one-on-ones, so that is when you meet with your supervisor and you have to talk about how things are going on your floor. And it just kind of feels like a waste of time. Nothing really gets done. You also have to fill out a weekly report. So once a week you have this long form to fill out, and it asks you a million questions, and again, it just seems very unnecessary. It wants to know your biggest challenge, this, that of the floor, and it's just crazy. And then of course you have to be on duty a lot, so about once a week you're doing rounds for the building, and then from 8 p.m. to midnight you're at a desk. And obviously this depends on what college you go to. You're on call at night, so if you get a call at 2 in the morning, you have to answer it, and the campus police might wake you up, which happened to me. If somebody breaks the policies, you have to go with the campus police officers to document the incident, and obviously I don't want anything to do with that. Not a fun part at all to have to be in some of those situations. And then there's also the RA training, so you have to move back into school early. Before I became an RA, I was like, alright, training is gonna be cool, but you know, it's really not, because instead of talking about things you would think, they end up spending 5 hours talking about how to fill out a report online, and you're just like, what am I doing with my life? I know it seems like I'm bashing it, and I definitely am to an extent, but I will say that I am glad I did it. I know it doesn't sound like I'm glad, but in the long run, I met some really awesome people doing it, and it really is a good experience to have. And also that free housing though, that helps. Other than that, leave questions in the comments. Let me know where you're thinking about going to college. And obviously, I do go to the University of Tampa. If you're thinking about going there or anything, let me know in the comments and I will help you answer questions and stuff. Again, make sure you're subscribed, press the button below, and give the video a thumbs up. If we could hit 150 likes, that would be pretty awesome. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. Thanks so much for watching, and peace out.
I'll get them to trust.